And away we go. It is the Nightcap, brought to you by Hail Mary Sports Bar right here on BearcatJournal.com. Hail Mary's located in Cheviot, right on Harrison Avenue. They're in the Dora District. You can go from bar to bar with your drinks. They have 27 TVs, a 9-screen video wall. It's not a bad seat in the house. They subscribe to every sports package that DirecTV offers. They can stream all the games. And tomorrow night, Thursday night football, Bengals and the Ravens. The Bengals will be on the 9-screen video wall. They have a brand new walk-in cooler, brand new draft lines. And not only do they pour the coldest beer around, they do so in 32.8 degree frosted glasses. And they also have Cincy Light on tap. So you can get your Cincy Light while you're hanging out at Hail Mary's. It's a 2-for-1. All right, let's get this show on the road, Aaron, live from the Cincy Light studios. By the way, I don't know if you saw the new Jimmy Nippert cans that I posted on my Twitter account. You can find them there. Those will be available at the tap room, the Rhine Guys tap room, in 4-packs. Limited time only. Supplies are limited. So if you want to get one, I would get to the tap room, get you a 4-pack. Also, we've got that Cincy Light jersey in the background. If you want to win yourself one of those, just go to Instagram, follow Cincy Light, tag a friend, and you will be registered to win one of these Cincy Light Lager jerseys. Bearcat Journal is giving one away. So if you want, tag Bearcat Journal, tag a friend. They'll know that you're trying for one of these. Not that one. That one's mine. I get to keep that one. And Aaron, we get to keep the light. I don't have to take the light back. They told me today. That's my light now. So still no information on when or if those are going to be available for retail purchase, but we're working on it.
Set up isn't there a neon light museum in
there is. Yeah.
Yeah, in Northside? Like just figure out a partnership there. Get it done.
I don't think they make neon lights there, Aaron. They just collect.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they have connects. I would imagine a neon light museum would have neon light connects.
They know people in the neon light industry.
Just saying.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is Wednesday. That means it is time to take a look at week 11 in the Big 12. 6 games this week, so 12 of the 16 teams in action. I think I have that right.
Correct.
Yes, 6 games this week, 12 of the 16 teams in action. This double bye thing just has me all screwed up on.
Get used to it. Look, it's
worked
out.
Home.
It's worked out. I've been very happy with the placement of the buys.
I don't dislike it. It just is not normal. Takes a little getting used to.
It's the new normal.
No, it'll go back to 1 bye next year. It was really, I think I've explained this before. So essentially the season runs from Labor Day weekend to the first weekend in December. And this year there just happened to be an extra Saturday. The way
figure it out to where this is normal. This should be the new normal.
They only play 12 games. You don't need 2 bye weeks in 12 games.
They're student athletes. It's different.
They're getting paid. They're fine. All right, let's get this show on the road. The noon game, as you know, Cincinnati, West Virginia. We'll talk about that one tomorrow night on 3 Keys. So we'll keep it moving. The 3:30 game, only one 3:30 game this week. FS1, Iowa State at Kansas. Iowa State is only a 3-point favorite here, Aaron. I don't understand that. I know Kansas played Kansas State well a couple weeks ago, but Kansas is 2-6, 1-4 in the Big 12. They're playing in Arrowhead Stadium. They do not have any home field advantage. There's nobody going to the games.
Nope.
This seems as weird as BYU giving 3 to UCF a couple weeks ago. I don't understand this one at all.
The over-under opened at 50.5, and it's only gone down to 49.5. So, look, I know Iowa State dropped one last week. I think they're going to be on they're not going to lose 2 in a row, and it's certainly not going to come to Kansas. at Arrowhead. Not happening. I'm taking Iowa State at that -3. I think that's money in the bank.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to take the under.
I think I would take whatever money I was going to bet on the over under, and I would put it on Iowa State -3. Like I would be shocked. There's nothing in this league that's really surprises me, but Iowa State coming off a loss and going to Arrowhead and losing to Kansas, I can't see that. I just would hammer Iowa State, lay the 3. Don't worry about anything else. You don't have to put any money on anything else. Just 2 units on Iowa State -3.
Yeah.
Colorado at Texas Tech. Colorado, a 3.5-point favorite. This one is Texas Tech obviously had their splashy moment last week. I just Colorado's defense is playing really well. I don't see Texas Tech's aerial attack being as good as it has been. I'm going Colorado here fairly. I think they win kind of comfortably. I know beating Iowa State is going to give Texas Tech a little boost, but I think they come back down to earth. Colorado, I think, is just playing too well, Aaron.
Well, opened at -3, favoring Colorado. That line's moved to 3.5. And 62.5.
A lot of points expected in this one.
Has not moved. I don't know that I feel good about the spread either way, because I can totally see Texas Tech taking this one, being that it is a home game in good old Lubbock. And we'll see how Colorado does there. But I guess if I had to pick, I'm going to take Texas Tech in an upset, because going chalk too much in this conference is stupid.
It is.
And I'm going to hammer the over. 62.5 is a gift.
The only thing I wonder about there is Colorado's defense is playing well.
A gift.
I don't know that they're giving up 30 points to Texas Tech.
Christmas came early.
UCF at Arizona State. Sam Levitt is healthy. Arizona State favored by 3, total 55.5. My brain says I want to take UCF here. I hate those words coming out of my mouth. But for some reason, I think I want to take UCF here.
I think it's tough, right? Because Arizona State is coming off a drubbing of Oklahoma State. Drubbing, 42-21. That said,
UCF's run defense is good. And so much of what Arizona State does is dictated by Scottaboo.
But Sam Levitt is back, and
yes.
He had a fantastic game last week. I know you're going to take UCF. I'm going to take Arizona State, and I think that I don't think it's going to be a big win, but I think they do enough to get by. That said,
are you laying the 3? Are you giving UCF a 3-point head start?
If it was still 3.5, I'm probably not. But at -3 that the line's moved to, I'll take the push. If nothing else, I'll take the push. Okay. But as far as the over under at 55.5, over.
Yeah, I think I'm going over. I think I'd go over here. I can't see that being a game in the 20s. Somebody's going to hit 30. I think it will be fairly close. That takes it over 55.5. 7 o'clock FS1, UCF Arizona State, 7 o'clock ESPN2, 7 o'clock FS1, Oklahoma State TCU. TCU playing better. They are a 10.5-point favorite. The total is 66.5. Woo! I'll let you go first on this one. I don't know.
TCU opened at 12.5-point favorites. That line's moved to 10.5. Oklahoma State has had a horrendous season, especially in conference play. Mike Gundy had to issue an apology this week to the fans because apparently he's called some people out that he shouldn't have in his presser.
Well, did you hear any of that?
I didn't go back and listen because, look, it's been a week with these kids. But
it basically was like, look, the people that are complaining are poor people that live in their mom's basement that are miserable in life and don't have anything better to do than be angry on the internet. That was the gist of his rant.
Oh, classic Gundy.
This is the most classic Gundy ever. Like, legitimately went straight to like the poors. The poors are dumping on us.
Oh, what is he doing? I can't do anything that favors Oklahoma State this season if I am betting on any of it. So give me TCU with the points. Over under at 66.5. I'm going under. I don't think this game is going to touch 66.5.
So for some reason, I get the feeling Oklahoma State keeps it close. I don't think they win, but TCU has not played many games that are like blowouts. Like,
and Oklahoma State hasn't won a game.
Right. That's I understand, but they lose to Baylor 37-34. They beat Texas Tech 35-34, Utah 13-7, Kansas 38-27, UCF 35-34. Like, they're in a lot of close games. So I'm not laying 10.5, even though I think TCU wins. 4-point game, something along those lines. I think the Fighting Gundys try to stand up and back their coach who doesn't like poor people in Oklahoma. Did you know he got headbutted by a cow?
He forgot already.
I think it's going to be high scoring. Most of these TCU games, because they throw it around so much, have been in the upper 30s, middle upper 30s. It's going to be right at the number. I think it's going to be right at the number.
Would you change your mind if I told you that Oklahoma State has only had 3 games within 10 points all season long? Or I'm sorry, under 10 points all season long. BYU, at BYU, they lost by 3. Utah, at home, they lost by 3. And Arkansas, at home, they lost, or they actually won that game by 8. So that didn't even count.
Yeah, I do think it's still going to be close, though. I think it's going to be within 10. So I'll take Oklahoma State and the points. I think it's going to be right at the number. Since you went under, I'll go over.
All right, one more.
BYU.
Big one.
At Utah. The Holy War. 10-15. ESPN. BYU only favored by 3.5. The total is 40.5. They think this one's going to be like upper teens, lower 20s, and very close. Utah's not going to score a whole lot. That Utah defense, we felt like, was going to carry them, and it has kind of crumbled. I don't think they can keep the BYU offense in check long enough to keep up. I'll let you go with your guy BYU. No, you're going the other way. You think this one's a shocker, and that BYU falls from the ranks of the undefeated. This is your Big 12 is gonna Big 12 and cannibalize itself of the night.
Chaos. And look, what's going to happen is they're not going to know what to do with these. We've already started the bracketology for the college football playoff because we've run out of things to put on TV at 8:00 at night, whatever. Live. Why would we want to watch live sports? That said, Utah held Houston to 17. I know it's Houston. Held TCU to 13. I know it's TCU, but those are things you can build on.
Their offense is good. TCU's offense is good.
Those are things you can build on. I think if this game is at BYU, I feel completely differently about it. But this is a big deal game. This is a rivalry game. Weird things happen in rivalries, as we know all too well. Utah pulls off the upset in this crazy Big 12 season where nobody's good, and Cincinnati is going to continue to be right in the thick of things at 4-2.
All right. There you go. We do have
40.5. I'm not touching 40.5, by the way. Not touching it.
No, I think it's probably going to be under, I guess. Like now that now that I look at it a little closer, but
it'll be over, but it's going to be like a nail biter, 41, and you're like, it just gets there in like the last 3 minutes of the game. 21-20, some stupid score.
Yeah. Big 12 basketball, nothing Thursday. A big one on Friday, North Carolina and Kansas in Allen Fieldhouse. That should be a lot of fun. Nothing else really stands out. Although I'd keep an eye. The most UCF thing ever would be to beat a ranked team in Texas A&M on Monday and then lose to Purdue Fort Wayne at home on Friday.
Right.
Yeah. That's something they would do. And then a couple big games on Saturday I'm going to have an eye on. 7:30, Baylor at Arkansas. Does Baylor get off the mat after getting spanked by Gonzaga? Spanked.
By the way, the best thing that happened in that game was Baylor dunking on Mark Few's kid. Oh, yeah, my God.
The thing I love, though, I'll give Mark Few's kid credit. He got up laughing. Like, he got up like, they got me.
What else are you going to do? If you're not laughing, you're crying.
I'm leaving. I'm jogging right past the bench and out the tunnel, never to be seen ever again. Ever. That's exactly what I would do. And then at 9:30 on ESPNU, as you're getting ready for the Holy War, this should be an awesome game. Auburn, number 11, at Houston, number 4. Auburn beat the brakes off of Vermont to open their season 94-43. They're going to be really good. Houston's going to be really good. That's going to be a good one.
2 really good coaches. Should be fun.
Yeah. All right. It's going to wrap it up. At some point in time, we'll record tomorrow night. I know Aaron's going to want to watch the Bengals and the Ravens, but we'll make it happen for 3 Keys tomorrow night. We'll see you then. It's a nightcap brought to you by Hail Marys right here in the Cincy Light studio on BearcatJournal.com.
See ya.